Hello there! Steam Next Fest is still going strong, with a lot of demos available for free. A bunch of cool stuff in there, and I'm here to share the ones I was able to play. So here are 26 demos of upcoming games from Steam Next Fest. I really wanted to focus on small studios and solo developers, but I didn't have time to do my homework, so I might have some big ones among them. Before I start the list, don't forget to support me by wishlisting Firestar on Steam. The demo is also available there if you want to play. So let's get started. First one is Pale Night. This is a puzzle platforming game where you need to avoid the spotlights. It gave me some Thomas Was Alone vibes. The game is challenging, but the controls were pretty good. I had a good time and I didn't feel it was unfair in any way. It's made by a solo developer, by the way. Darwin is another puzzle platformer game. This one is quite different. You turn a dial, which kind of adds a color layer on top of the screen, making some items accessible. The puzzles were quite fun, and together with the color layers, soundtrack layers are added, which is a nice touch. Nine Sols. Nine Sols is an action platformer with amazing art and animations. The UI animations are so cool. There is one thing I found annoying though, and it happens with a lot of games. It made me sit through a bunch of pre-animated sequences, which I couldn't skip. I guess I wouldn't be as annoyed if I was playing the full game, but as a demo I just felt like, where's the action? Where's the gameplay? I love lore, but personally I like to be given the option to go faster through it. Zapling Bygone. In Zapling Bygone, you play as an alien hive mind who absorbs its enemies and wears their skulls. It's a Metroidvania with a retro style. The initial voiceover cinematic sounded great, which made me watch the full intro.
Zap was a single mind, free of doubt.
The story looks interesting and I like the kind of humor in its messages and dialogues. Eyes in the Dark. Eyes in the Dark is a roguelite platformer where you use a flashlight to clean the darkness and kill monsters. No way that wouldn't remind me of Alan Wake, but it actually had more of a Don't Starve vibe. The demo had some light puzzles to unlock doors and items to upgrade the flashlight. Misc, A Tiny Tale. Misc, A Tiny Tale is a 3D platforming adventure where you control a cute robot. The demo was pretty much collecting cogs and nuts and helping some NPCs. A nice and relaxing platformer. Cursed to Golf. Full disclosure, I don't like golf. But I decided to try this one as it looked cute, and for some reason I thought it would be similar to Mario Tennis. It's not, but it's indeed a well-polished cute golf adventure game. In the story, the player dies and needs to golf their way out of purgatory. It looks like a fun game, even though the tutorial was a little bit too slow to my taste. Well, you can skip it, so you can sacrifice some knowledge for a quicker start. Surviving the Humans. Surviving the Humans is a 2D point-and-click adventure game where you play as a fresh new zombie in the 80s. The game still needs some polishing, but the story looks interesting enough. And I did enjoy the voice acting.
You're still standing with frozen feet.
Overlook. Overlook is a relaxing game in the lines of Hidden Folks. It's like Where is Waldo, where you need to find objects and people in a scene. It does have some extra mechanics, like objects that can interact with the scenario. It's a nice casual game for some zen time. Astronite. Astronite is a 1-bit Metroidvania that combines action, exploration, puzzles, and platforms. It seems quite fun for some casual playthrough. Above Snakes. Above Snakes is definitely my kind of game. It's a survival sandbox, the kind you collect and craft stuff. The visual looks good and it has a map mechanic like Gato, where you unlock pieces of the map. One cool detail is that things can fall from the edges, which I thought it was a nice touch. Paradise Marsh. Paradise Marsh is a relaxing game where you wander through an endless wetland, catch some bugs, and read some poems. The demo was relaxing indeed, and hopefully the full version can expand on it. Railbound. Railbound is a cute, relaxing puzzle game where you need to fix train tracks in certain ways to attach the carriages in order. The game is pretty solid, and I hope they also release to mobile because I would love to have this game on the go. Sapiens. I know Sapiens from Magic Dave's devlogs, which are pretty relaxing by themselves, and In Sapiens, you create your own civilization, leading your tribe through thousands of years of technological advances. Well, I didn't play that far, but it's very promising. Vita. Vita, I'm not really sure it's pronounced like that, but it's a puzzle game where you manipulate tiles to reach your goal. It starts quite simple, but nicely ramps up the difficulty, keeping the relaxing atmosphere all the way through. Boxville. Boxville is certainly one of my favorite games in this list. It's a point-and-click puzzle game with a light-hearted feel to it. The style reminds me of Machinarium. The puzzles overall give you a challenge without being unfair. In other words, everything makes sense and plays nicely. Starless. Starless is a stealth action game with horror elements inspired by classical sci-fi works. You play as colonists being sent by an AI to fix a dying spaceship. Every time a colonist dies, a new one is activated. The game looks great. I like the details like the variation on the colonist portraits and how you can see dead bodies from previous runs. Also, I like how this one looks like Ripley from Alien. My Demon Wife. I'm a big fan of The Evil Dead. I haven't played the games, but I love the movies, and My Demon Wife's description mixing horror and comedy remind me a lot of those kind of movies. The graphics look like from the old times, but oh boy, it did scare the hell out of me. I don't have problem with horror movies, but horror games put me on my toes. Ghost Song. Ghost Song is one of those games that look great right off the bat. It's an atmospheric 2D Metroidvania. It plays well, the story is mysterious enough, and the art looks amazing. Can't wait to see the full version. A Building Full of Cats. A Building Full of Cats is another game where you need to find hidden objects, in this case, cats. It has cute cat illustrations all over the place. A good way for killing time. Grand Theft Gato. Grand Theft Gato is certainly an oddball. It does remind Goat Simulator, but it has its own feel. The soundtrack adds a lot to the experience. Meet Me at Noon. Meet Me at Noon is a cozy puzzle game with time loop mechanics. You control one character at day and one at night, and while you control one, the other one is replaying the steps you did before. You need to match both characters' moves to solve the puzzles. Turtles. Turtles is a good vibe action puzzle where you help newborn turtles to reach the sea. Do you want a better reason to play this game? Grindstone. Grindstone is a puzzle game where you need to find the best path to kill your enemies. I mean, that's a very simplified explanation, but it's a nice game to play. Master Key. Master Key is a top-down adventure game with strong focus on item-based exploration and secrets. At first I felt the monochromatic looks was a little bit jarring, but soon I got used to it and I had a nice time playing it. Regulator City. Regulator City is another game I knew from devlogs before playing it. For some reason the game messed with my recording, so it's cropped in this video. It's a real-time squad-based action game. You control a group of tactical trained experts and you use them to fight crime around the city. There are many interesting mechanics around how you control your squad, but unfortunately the recording doesn't do justice to the game. Well, that's all. I did play some more oddballs and weird stuff, some I didn't really understand, some others were just too buggy on my machine. Feel free to leave in the comments your favorite games from Steam Next Fest. I hope Firestar is one of them. If you like this video, show me your love subscribing to the channel. Don't forget to wishlist Firestar on Steam and maybe join my live stream this weekend. But most important than all, have a great day.